Good morning, students. Through this video, I'd like to discuss today that in history, the lesson, the Turkish invasions, we have completed both the invasions we have seen. The invasions of Muhammad Ghazni, Muhammad Ghori, in between Muhammad bin Qasim. Who is that? That is fine enough. What is the reasons and all that we have discussed. Battle of Tarain is very important. Battle of Tarain. Why? These two battles of Tarain are involved. In short, I would say that this battle is important in the point of view of the foreigners coming to India, Turkish coming to India, slowly Islam coming to India. Okay, Islamic rule enters. This is the foundation. This is the opening door to India by Islam. Okay, on the point of view of the Rajput kings or Hindu kings, this is the end. This is the end of yes, it's going towards the end. I hope you know who is the last Hindu rulers, Indian queen. Okay, Harshvardhana. Harshvardhana is considered to be the last Hindu ruler of India. After that, no Hindu rulers came up to rule India. Okay, so see, this is the entry point towards India. In that point of view, Battle of Tarain is very important. Okay, reasons why these Turkish were able to succeed to defeat India from the beginning, I am telling you, is this history of India. From the beginning, if you see, our rulers, Hindu rulers, were not at all united. Till today, if you see, they are not united. And because of this, because of the disunity in the politically, especially the political disunity, is the weakness of India. Whether in the beginning here or now, we are in our own age. See, because of this weakness, because some of us are helping the terrorists are coming. Some of us are helping, so other countries, even Nepal is entering into our borders, see, occupying our land. China has entered already. So here is in this beautiful context, we can discuss this the reason why Turkish. In this context, dear children, let us discuss the invasions of Turkish invasion was very easily they invaded India. Why? Reason why Turkey succeeded. Caste system and prejudices prevented Indians from coming together in unity. There was disunity among the Indian rulers. Why? There was a caste system. High caste, low caste. Whole social system that they made. Okay, Varna system. Okay, the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, and Shudras. This system, social structure itself, gives the opening door, gives the opportunity for disunity. And we all are the part of it. Scientifically, India was not an advance at that time. Scientifically, people were not advanced. Scientific studies says people were not advanced that time, not educated, not thoughtful of the others. And so they dependent in their own petty self. And so that was the weakness. They targeted their own brothers. They could not target to the outsiders. They targeted to their own brothers. or their power, and that was the weakness. The military tactics, no military tactics, no, their soldiers were not efficient, not well equipped with arms and armaments. So hence the no improvement in military tactics and warfare techniques. Okay, and so they were easily defeated by the outsiders, foreigners. Third, the existing feudal system in India had been another cause for the Turks to secure easy access to India. That means king was in the center and he was hardly going to the parts of his territories, his provinces. These provinces, like district provinces were otherwise districts, they were ruled by the governors. And these governors were hardly once in a year they used to have contact with the lords, and so these were weak. So lord, right, the king had not enough power. When he wanted soldiers, he used to ask the feudal lords, hey, let us, there is a war, so send some armies, some soldiers. And these soldiers from the village, they used to collect some men, and then they were going with the bows and arrows and the spears, and others were coming with guns. See that the kingdoms had become smaller and the kings had become weaker and smaller in armies. They had not enough armies, so soldiers were less to protect them. These are the reasons why Turkish invasions were easily they accepted. So they defeated the Indian rulers. As a result, what happened? The impact, you see. What happened? The invasions paved the way for the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate. That means Persian rule in India for the next 5 centuries, 500 years. Second, intermingling of cultures and exchange of religious thoughts were the outcomes of these invasions. So intermingling of cultures, that's 2 cultures, Persian cultures, Turkish cultures, Afghan cultures, Indian cultures, all they were mixed. And there was an exchange of thoughts regarding the religious thoughts and beliefs. So some people, they accepted Islam. Indo-Islamic contact resulted in setting up of the composite culture. This is the winter because of this composite culture that manifested itself in art, architecture, language, music, food of the time. So these were all these areas. The impact was so much that people started getting confused which one to follow. These Turkish invasions also opened the route for the migration of people to other subcontinents. Soldiers, traders, workers, they were taken from here to there, there to here. They were coming here and people were taken here from here. Slaves, soldiers, to fight in their name, they were going from here. Traders, they were businessmen, they created. So these are the points that you have to see and go through these questions. Okay, see, let's recall the summary of this lesson. Please do it by your own. If you find any problem, please ask me by over the phone or SMS. Okay, bye.